Good morning and welcome to Iridium Rock and Metal Review. So, going to carry on the years today, talking about the best songs from those years. So, 2005 we're up to, and it's not too bad, not the best either. So, I've got 6 I want to talk about, but there is some pretty decent songs within these 6. So, without further ado, we go from number 6 to number 1, number 6 being the least favourite of my top songs. So number 6, British band Shy and High Time from their Sunset and Vine album. So they were pretty consistent, Shy. Rest in peace, by the way, Tony Mills, singer, another one we lost a couple of years ago. But a great band. You know, if you're into your like Journey and stuff, definitely Journey, I'd say, is the closest you'll come when you, especially this album, really strong Journey-esque AOR stuff. Superb album. Sometimes the songs were a bit long on this album. You know, you're talking 6 minutes a song. Sometimes when you're listening to AOR, perhaps there's sometimes a little bit, you know, you want it to be more to the point, but within those songs, though, some great melodies, some great tunes, and Tony Mills. Nearly said Tony Moyes. What's all that about? Tony Mills had a great voice. And that's my number 6. My number 5, the second album from Master Plan and Back for My Life from Aeronautic. So I wasn't impressed with this album. So Master Plan, obviously, Jean Londet headed the band for 3 albums, I believe. This is his second one. He went away for a while and came back for a third. But this, compared to the debut, was not strong for me. But there were some real decent tracks amongst that album. And Back for My Life is a great track, an absolutely great track. It would have fitted on the first album, you know. Even though, like, this is about the top songs, it's not about the top albums, so that's why it's made my list. So that's my number 5. Number 4, Primal Fear, Diabolus from Seven Seals. So this is my favourite Primal Fear album. It's the most epic. There's some real tunes on here that are, well, Seven Seals, the actual title track. I nearly chose that, but Diabolus is so epic. Slowish sort of song, you know, that's how I like my Primal Fear stuff. And by this time, you know, they really found their way and what they wanted to sound like, and, you know, they were so consistent from this point onwards. Absolutely brilliant track by Primal Fear. Absolutely love it. That's my number 4. My number 3, Bruce Dickinson and Abduction from Tyranny of Soul. So this is the last album, I believe, that Bruce made, solo album. By this time, he'd obviously joined Iron Maiden, come back out. Adrian Smith didn't join him on this album, I don't think. But it was a brilliant album. Brilliant. Might not have matched Chemical Wedding, but Abduction itself in a track, wow, it was a single and it was really heavy. Some great guitar work. Even sort of thrashy a little bit in places, you know, some real intricate stuff. Brilliant from Bruce Dickinson. Again, obviously. That's my number 3. Number 2, Journey, Faith in the Heartland from Generation. So, this is the second album to feature Steve Augeri, or Augeri, spelt with a G, but Augeri I'm going to go with. Disappointing album, really, Generations. They decided to move away from their Arrival album, which I think it was the one before, which was the debut for Steve Augeri, and they decided to move away and not use him as much and used different singers from the band. A really strange decision, but because I thought Arrival was a brilliant album, and Generations, because of that, suffered a little bit, but there's some great tracks on there, and most of the ones that are sung by Steve Augeri himself, obviously. But Faith in the Heartland, it was actually redone later on, when Arnel Pineda joined the band, but it's not a lot different. It's not a lot different, the song. It's just as good here as it was when they redid it. I love Faith in the Heartland. I love that soaring guitar from Neil Schon, you know, through them leading up to them verses. Absolutely brilliant song. Love it. Journey at their best. That's my number 2. My number 1 comes from Alan Londe, which is the project put together by Frontiers featuring John Londe again, Russell Allen as well from Symphony X, and the Forgotten Ones I've chosen off the Battle albums, the debut album from them guys. What a great project this is, or was. Whether they'll do it again, I don't know. They didn't actually use John Londe in the last one, but I love this album. I love the album afterwards as well, and the album, the first 3 albums were great, and the Forgotten Ones is a real epic AOR ballad. Brilliant song, absolutely brilliant. I loved it when they do their slow songs on these Alan Londe projects. It's superb. That's it. That is my 2005 done. So I hope you liked it. Is there anything I missed? And I can, it's too late now to put it in my list, but maybe I can react to it, and tell me what your favourite ones are. Tell me what your favourite top 5 are, top 6, or even more than that. It doesn't matter. And let me know. If you want to subscribe, please press the red button, bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much. See you next time.